These fucks should know their shit
Seriously,
already.
that would be so funny. I love him. Make sure it's a good angle, man.
Yeah, well, I'm probably gonna stand there.
All right.
Yeah, do whatever you gotta do.
Please and thanks.
I don't make
Because
too much
like
noise.
you could get.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so we're in front. You're good there. Here with Katie Lunny. Is that how you say it?
That's how I say it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Thank
it looked
you.
so basic, but I was like, maybe it's like Lunay or something.
No, Lunny, like sunny.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
funny
yeah, exactly.
and money.
So, you were actually really, you were very, like when I was looking at your stuff, I was like, this person has had to have done mushrooms. Because when I close my eyes, and actually I should ask, like, are you responsible for that art, the stuff that's on the back, black
Yeah. that's all
background,
mine.
and then it's just like, it's almost like line work?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that? What do you call that?
I call that K-Tay art.
Okay.
It's a nickname of mine. It's a style I've never seen before.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've only seen that style when I close my eyes.
Really? When you're on mushrooms? So check this out. Before I love how I'm being recorded admitting to this. I hope this doesn't bite me in the butt. But anyways, we'll get there. But
Okay.
basically, before I had ever experimented with mushrooms, I drew the trippiest stuff, like in high school.
Wow.
Seriously, if you looked at my sketchbook, you'd be like, this little girl does acid. You know what I mean? Like, it was just so creative. I tried mushrooms, definitely. I've done it a couple times. And I don't know. Like, my style has always been trippy.
Yeah.
It just has. And
Yeah,
then
it's a very trippy style.
very trippy. Like, I love the freedom of art.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can do anything and, like, create something you've never seen before. You can put an elephant with, like, golden wings on the back of it, smoking a joint, you know, with Tupac. Like, you can do anything. And I love the freedom of it. So, like,
that's pretty amazing.
yeah. But the K-Tay art, that came out after university.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was inspired by a drawing that one of my good friends, Claire, did. She did like a collage with drawings on black paper. It was the black paper that I liked.
Okay.
And I'm inspired by color.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's why it's like the perfect, for me, it's the perfect blend because like I like black, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also am starting to like get partial to like big bursts of color, like neon color, like just huge color.
Yeah.
So like when I saw it, I was like, this like speaks to me.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
One time I was on mushrooms and I closed my eyes and I saw a psychedelic cat and it was like in that style, but it was like a cat.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cats, they come around, eh?
Yeah, I was looking for it. I'm like, if she made a cat, I'm
I
gonna
did.
fucking kill myself.
I did. I drew a
Really?
cat. Yeah.
No.
It's in my photos. I gotta show you.
Fucking. Actually,
Yeah. Let me just find it.
I'm sure you'll find it before I do.
It's right here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that I did a.
That's it. Go back to the first one.
right.
That first one. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Man, I hope they can see
Go
it.
for it. Yeah.
Oh, you guys can't see it. I'm gonna post it while
Wicked.
we're talking. It's gonna like
Yeah.
overlay
Go for it.
just so people can see like what my mind looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's psychedelic cats.
Yeah.
The elephant one.
The elephant one. Yeah. No. So I've always been trippy, but I guess when you're trippy, you're open to like psychedelics and mushrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was kind of written in the stars for me to do that.
I like that. That's so good.
Thank you.
So what actually inspired that style? Like, was it anything or did it just like evolve? Like you said, like you were a kid with the acid pictures and
Yeah.
it just came from there, I guess.
Yeah. Like, honestly, what inspired it was, I can't even say, like, everything inspires me. It all leads to it. But I definitely was inspired by my friend's artwork that she did just on the black paper. So
Yeah.
I bought black paper and I was like, what could show up on black paper? And it's these gel pens. They're called jelly rolls.
Oh, is that what those are?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're so much fun. And like, I put color on it, but the design of the style of the line work
Yeah.
is my doodles.
Like that's
Just like what my hand likes to do. Like, I've always been inspired by Tim Burton.
okay.
Obsessed with his work. I like the weirdness of it. So I had always drawn kind of things like that. And then it evolved into my own type of thing.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
'cause, Yeah, I like that. I like how that crosses there.
Right.
So like a film director inspired the way that you draw.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah. Their art, Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of my favorite movies.
Okay. Yeah, true.
Yeah. So, and really what continues the drawing is just what feels good in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just like have fun.
Really?
And get a picture.
So like with one of those pictures, there's no like deciding what it is beforehand at all?
Nothing.
Oh, really?
Really. The only thing I
fun.
decide on is color, and even that's in the moment. Like I'll be like, oh, I feel white. So I'll get a white one, and then I'll draw a design, and I'll be like, okay, that needs pink. And then I'll do pink, and then I'm like, now I need blue. And now I want some red. And then I just like,
And
that's how it works.
wow.
Yeah. There's no
pretty cool.
thinking to it.
That's cool.
It's a flow. It's like an inspired flow.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Right?
Huh.
Yeah. And it's funny because some people who don't draw, they're like, how do you do this? And I'm like, it's just a flow. They go, no, you know what you're doing. And it's like, no,
Yeah, of
I
course.
can't. They don't believe me. They go, no, you got to have an idea. And it's like, no, I literally am I enjoy it. And it's totally inspired action.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I used to, like, the only way that I used to draw is, like, similar to that. Because I used to do graffiti tags and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, that was, like, the stuff I was into.
Wicked.
But for me, I would literally have to look and be like, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And, like, I couldn't start until, like, I knew, you know? So
Yeah.
it's so weird that you're saying, like, you just go.
Sometimes it's like that for me. Sometimes
Where
it's
you
like,
got to, like, decide.
where, yeah, like I've gone through that where it's like I have to draw a certain thing, or I have an idea, and I find it never, well, it depends. It depends on your perception of it. You know what I mean? Like if it was for school, I'd be all like, I want to do what I want. You know what I mean? But sometimes now that I have so much appreciation and respect for art, I'm like, well, now I could get a picture of a human and draw it and then add wings and then add her jumping off something, and you
like
know what I mean,
like a
like
thought process towards that.
But I try my hardest to stay away from copying things just because I want to see what I do naturally. Like I really find that is like your power as an artist. You can do both. I have nothing against that, but for me, I like to see like freehanding an elephant and seeing what it looks like. Like if you see this image, that's all from my head. Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Man, I keep seeing, and it's very weird.
Tell me.
Because, like, I see a lot of young people, and, like, you guys are, like, doing, like, crazy
stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
crazy,
a rebellion.
Like, yeah, it's like a lot of, like, things together.
Right? Yeah.
And now I see the elephant now.
Right?
I didn't see it the whole time.
Right? There's, like, mermaid tails. And
yeah,
it's
because I thought it was a fish at first.
Yeah, right?
Now it's an elephant.
Yeah.
It is like an acid trip, because that's very much like what it's like when you're induced on those things.
Right? I know. Yeah.
So that's, yeah, it's very like almost, I don't know if you've ever seen like vaporwave before. It's like a weird style. It's a weird aesthetic that people use. It's like this type of stuff where like they just almost like collaging weird things together.
Yeah.
Just like odd things.
Yeah.
Like from like different eras.
Yeah.
So it's really cool that you like, I don't know, like it's all happening together. Like nobody's like trying to copy each other.
Yeah.
And then it's so weird.
I love creating like worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The actor I was talking to, actor or actress, if it's a female, you say actor, right? You should still.
Well,
you say female actor.
Uh-huh.
She was an actor.
Actress.
Yeah, actress. Yeah. Okay. And she. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
She was saying, she's like, yeah, you have to build a reality with everything she does. It's like not just like doing the thing. It's like you got to build a reality. So it's really cool that you just said that. Like you want to make a world, because that's what that was just now. So what inspired that type of, like it's so weird because like
rebellion.
Rebellion.
100%. You know, you got to be a certain way. You got to behave a certain way. You got to do what your teacher says and what your mother says in order for me to give you a gold star at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I believe in unconditional love.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be an asshole, but I do believe in being who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
definitely,
art was an escape to break the rules.
Okay.
100%. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like drawing things that shouldn't be together. For me, it was color.
Yeah.
Like drawing a human with orange and purple skin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just the freedom in
Yeah,
it is like, I'm a freedom seeking being. I love authenticity.
Yeah.
I'm like all for it, for everyone to be like that. And it's definitely rebellion.
Okay.
and just creative freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just breaking the rules. And I love it when you get inspired by that, because it like, I feel like it can inspire people to be like, maybe me being polite and acting this certain way isn't who I truly am. It's just what I was taught to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you didn't go to school for like this stuff.
I did.
Did you?
I did, because I always wanted to go to university just to see if I could do it.
Okay.
Like achieve that type of accomplishment.
Yeah.
And I love doing art, so I just went for it.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you went to school.
I did.
And you still have like the rebellion thing.
Oh, yeah.
So like, was that happening in school?
Yeah.
So like, I guess the rebellion started from being in school
Mm-hmm.
and like having to draw on the lines, I guess you could say.
And just life in general.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like being told how to be and stuff. I really like, you know, I couldn't stand that. I always have had an individual mind and want to be who I am, just like everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I made school a little harder than it could have been. Now I'm a little more mature. I'm like, you know, you can color out of the lines without having to have this dramatic story like, oh, they're taking away my freedom. You don't have to see it like that. It makes your life harder.
True.
You know what I mean? You should make the best out of everything you're in.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Perspective.
Oh, I love perspective. Your world will change
Yeah.
when you shift your perspective.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, me and this photographer, and he's like, just one change in the perspective, and it's kind of what you're saying just now, can change your whole creative process.
Whole thing.
He's like, the whole thing will change, because like, once you change perspective, it changes your creative thought.
Yeah.
And then the process just changes completely.
Changes everything.
So then, like, when rebellion came about, how did that change your process at all, if at all?
It never changed. It inspired. Like, I was always a rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it kind of gave you a cause kind of thing?
Yeah. It really inspired things for my art. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like,
That's cool.
I don't think I've ever been one to follow rules. If you ask my mother, she'll go, you've never listened to me before. You know what I mean? I just, you know.
You don't listen.
Not really. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. So,
yeah.
let's talk about the clothing line, because I did notice that, and I was like, I couldn't tell what was going on. I'm like, does she just love like this type of clothing, or like, is she like making this? Like,
Yeah. So like I did it with a friend.
Okay.
And I did that last year, and I think I did it with a friend because I wasn't sure of my art. Like school can definitely break your spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just having a critical eye all the time, you start to see and wonder, and it's just messy. But so it's like I did it with a person. I didn't feel as confident to do it on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I made the clothing line with the Kate art style, and I went nuts. And then I kind of decided I wanted to go out on my own and have my own website and have everything there. So that's in the process right now of me making that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be
I was going to say, I was really hoping that like that wasn't something that you let go, because like, it's
oh,
gonna
thank
be
you.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. That's going to be like, when I saw it, I was like, fuck, I would buy that.
No worries.
I don't like things that have like big gawky like titles and stuff on it, but like I like designs, like, you know what I mean, like that.
Cool.
So those would be amazing.
Thank you. It's gonna come out.
And it's like just straight up psychedelic clothing.
I know, right? It's just, I know, like I love that you asked me that question, because everyone asks me like, so like, you into psychedelics? And I'm like, you know what? I was like that before, like, without doing it.
Yeah. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime I see somebody like that, I always think like, that's special. It's very special. Because like I had to do a lot of psychedelics to get like that. So if you're like that naturally, it's like, holy shit.
I just love, you know, just like inspiring your mind to go further. Like, you know what I mean? I think like the best things in life happen when you're like in the flow and just like you're not doing things out of habit or like because you have to, you know what I mean? Like I love when you have a day off doing everything you're inspired to.
Yeah.
And like where you end up. You know what I mean? Like just yesterday I was biking and just the universe led me to these people who live on my road. I've never met them before.
Yeah.
And they were like family as soon as I met them.
Really?
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's just, we're like this now.
Really?
Yeah. Like we just, you know, I always say that. My mom always goes, how do you know? But like, I am a very intuitive person.
Yeah.
Like I live through my emotions. I go off energy and vibe, and
your whole style is intuitive.
yeah, because I think that your life is how you feel.
Yeah.
If you feel like shit, everything in your life feels like shit.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so like into spirituality and learning how to generate your emotion from within first.
Yeah.
I'm huge into that.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Abraham Hicks fan,
Yeah.
studier, all about it, right?
I like her a lot.
I love them. You know what I mean? And just like when you're unconditional, like I feel like we've been trained to act in certain ways to get approval from others. Like it's natural. Like, you know, you got to behave in front of mom and dad and to make life easier, and then teaching, you know, the teachers and stuff. So like we base our worth on our accomplishments and if people like us.
Yeah.
And if we have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or how much money we make. And we are in a trap every single time because like these things outside of us, they change.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to be with you anymore. Maybe you lose your job and then you're dead. Like you're just, you know, my world crashes.
True.
And I couldn't continue living like that. I was like, I need to change that. So now I have so much knowledge and understanding that I am the source of my happiness. Like not through doing things to do it, through the thoughts I choose to think.
Yeah.
Through my perception. And I keep it as positive as possible. I keep it as happy as possible, as encouraging and as loving as possible.
True. So do you feel, that's actually going to just say, because we have somebody in the room, but your shirt says Barbados.
Yeah.
My mom's from Barbados.
Oh, what a
That's
coincidence.
awesome.
Yeah. Something's going on here with these interviews.
Right. They're magical.
Fresh
Something's
from
going
Valley
on.
Village, yo. Yeah.
Value Village. Everybody I talk to
Boutique.
that's like not from like the direct, or even in Toronto, people keep saying Value Village. I've had like
The
4
consignment
people
is
that they're like, that's where I go to get all my props. That's where I go to get all my clothes, like everything.
Just makes sense. Like there's so
Really?
much out there, right? Like I got this shirt at Kids Cupboard. Shout out to Kids Cupboard in Port Perry. Yeah, this was like $3.
Really?
Yeah. It's just
Wow.
awesome.
I used to get so mad when my mom would bring like blankets home from Value Village. I'd be like, what is this? But yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking good.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
It just makes sense.
I got to check it out.
Yeah.
Brand new too.
Yeah, I got to check it out. I'm going to go there.
Check it out.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So with what you're saying, with creativity, what are your thoughts on creativity? And so more so in creativity than the creative. Like we were talking about outside, we were talking about like the creative needing to be like broken in some way, and like that's why they create. That's why they express themselves the way they do. Do you feel like that's true for you at all?
Definitely. I'm very sensitive. I feel things very deeply.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like I think everything in life is creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. Like
I always try to get people's thoughts on creativity. Just to see what transpires as we're talking right now.
I think the greatest definition of creativity for me is like complete, again, inspired action. Like you don't have a end goal. You're not drawing something from a picture. You're not trying to make it anything, and you're free in the moment. And then when you're free in the moment, you just create this thing and it comes out of nowhere, and it's just like, so like that is creativity for me. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Was that enough? Yeah.
Inspired action is like a really
I'm so about it.
Yeah.
Like
that's
if you
really
have a
cool.
day off, do what you need to do. Smoke a joint if that's what makes you feel good. Like do things that make you feel good.
Eat some mushrooms.
Do whatever makes you feel good, and like wake up and say like today's going to be the best day of my life, and just like have that intention. And just like for me, like a lot of people are so into action, like doing things to feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's backwards. It's more so like I believe we all have like a guidance, And
Yeah.
I believe that's our emotions. If
Okay.
it feels wrong, it's off. If it feels good, it's on. That's how I work. So
True.
when I get like a rant, like I find the best way to take me into a positive place is appreciation. Just appreciating something, not like something really specific, because there's kind of, oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
it can get messy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Be very general. Like, I appreciate the sun coming up this morning.
Things that people can't take away from you.
Yeah. Like general things. Like, I appreciate being alive. I appreciate being a female. I appreciate having friends. I appreciate having a mom and a dad still alive right now.
Yeah.
And you just get in that rampage, and it law of attraction kicks in.
Yeah.
And then that is what generates the happiness.
Yeah.
It's within. You can't take it away from me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when I'm in that vibration of happy emotion, then I'm inspired to walk over here. And I walk over here, and then I'm inspired to go, and then I go in my car, and I'm like, oh, I haven't driven my car in a while. So I get in my car. I'm like, I'm going to drive to the end of the driveway, get the mail. And then I'm like, oh, I need gas. So I go into town, I get gas. Oh, I want to park here. I park here. I walk down the street. There's a red dress in this store. And the red dress in me is like, that's my thing, right? I'm like, oh my God, red dress. So I go into the store. I meet this woman. We hit it off like this. We get talking. She goes like, you have a really big spirit, like a female entity, like a spirit guide
divine feminine
with you
kind of
at like all times. And I'm like, that's hilarious. That's my grandma. That's my,
Oh yeah.
we call her vovó. It's Portuguese, right?
Wow.
Vovó. And I'm like, yeah, she passed away and whatever. I made this amazing connection with this woman. She gave me a job.
What?
She gave me a job. She's like, come in tomorrow. I'll pay you cash. Wing it. That blew up into me working there. I make good money for what I do. Yeah. Now I've met people who my paintings are selling.
Yeah.
Like within days of each other, they're selling. She let me have like a place up in the front of her store, cost free, to do henna designs.
Oh really?
Which is like kind of a tattoo. I gave one to him. Yeah. Right?
True.
That she said, pocket the money.
Really?
Yeah, it's for you. You know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
it's just, I wanted to do the henna business for so long, but if I had to like actually like rent a place and do all this, it would be too much.
Yeah.
I couldn't have constructed that if I tried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I believe in following the happy path.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so like,
Yeah.
for you, I guess your creativity comes from like it's like your style. It's like just a flow of things.
Yeah.
And that was actually a good way to put it. If
Creative
it's
flow.
bad, it's off.
Yeah.
If it's good, it's on.
Abraham says like warmer, colder game.
Okay.
If it feels bad, if you're thinking bad about yourself,
While
it's
you're doing
bad.
this
It's
thing.
wrong. Like, it's off. It's not who you truly are. That's why it feels bad. This might be pretty deep, but Abraham says that like we have free will. So we have our own perspective on life as humans, but we have like an inner being, soul, God, whatever you want to call it, that you can feel through your emotions, and they have a perspective. It's the highest being of who you truly are, where you came from, where we all came from. And they are seeing everything always through a positive light. Like, they're always love.
Yeah.
And so they have a perspective, right? It's going this way. And if we agree with their perspective, if we're like, yeah, positivity, whatever, you feel a blending of those perspectives.
Yeah, you go with
And you feel that in positive emotion.
Yeah.
But if you think negative, if you think, oh, I suck, you feel how bad that feels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they explained that is actually the resistance of the two perspectives going against each other.
Yes. Yeah.
It's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Hard to, but it's kind of like sticking your pencil in a fan that's going really fast. It's resistance.
Or in some cases, sticking your finger in that fan.
Yeah, because it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Stop justifying why you suck or why you failed. Stop. Like, there's a bigger plan. Like, it's working out. Like, you gotta really get a hold of that. You do.
Yeah, that's very true.
You gotta encourage yourself.
The perspectives. Yeah, I think that's actually true, because like anytime, like, I feel like anytime anybody is not doing what like they're supposed to do, like their thing, they'll get knocked around until
Mm-hmm.
they get to it, and like
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
get really knocked around, like just like bang, bang, bang. I mean
Yeah.
that's kind of like with me. Like before I found like all this stuff, like I had worked like I don't know, like 30 to 40 different jobs because I was just like,
Look at you,
I
eh?
don't give a fuck about this job.
Yep.
I'm like, I'll work here for 2 weeks. I'm like, pay my phone bill. I'm out of here. I'm like, fuck. And I would do that all the time. I would give a fuck. And like the next week, I'd like months later, I'd like come back to the same place. Need people? Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Night shift here.
Yeah.
Do this. I just
Yeah.
didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
But like it was hard, and it was hard the whole time, and it was like making me depressed and upset with myself. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like,
You're probably so hard on yourself.
yeah, because it's not the thing you're supposed to be
I'm a
doing.
failure.
Yeah, it's like when you know that you're supposed to be doing something else and you don't know what it is, it's like it's easy to feel like you're a failure because it's just like,
Man, our
I'm not doing
brains, they're
anything.
so hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
Society's so hard. Like, ease up. Seriously, ease up. Take
That's
more
so
walks. Pet your cat. Go be around kids.
that's a big one.
Yeah, the biggest thing, Abraham, she says, nothing is more important than that you feel good.
Yeah,
And I've been living by that, and I'm telling you.
yeah,
I'm telling you. It's the shit.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
the juice.
It's been like that for me too.
Awesome.
The second you start like just being yourself and shit.
Oh, the
Yeah.
pleasure of being yourself. The freedom of just being yourself and not caring what people think.
True. It's like I want to ask you so much about like your style of art, but like it just comes through in like the conversation. I can tell like
I know.
this is what it is.
I'm a
Like,
big
this is-
spiritual. You can keep asking me about my art for sure.
No, but when I ask about like what your style is and how
Oh,
you do it, it's like it's obviously
This
this.
is what
Like,
it
you make sure
is.
it feels good, and if it doesn't, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah,
And like that's it.
100%.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I feel like you can kind of get the vibe from an artwork. You can kind of feel. I feel like everything is a feeling game. We put down the emotions a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's like one of the biggest aspects of being a human is
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, of course.
I've been like over the years, I've been like taking into account like, oh right, it's about feeling. It's about feeling. Like if you want to know the truth about what you should do, it's about the feeling. Like
Yeah.
depending on, there's a lot to it. Depending on what your thoughts have been in the day. Like if you have negative thinking and you're feeling, maybe it won't be the best choice, but it's the best from there. But
Yeah.
I just try to start the day in a good feeling every single day. I
Yeah.
wake up and meditate.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Clear the momentum of whatever was
day.
going on.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, every day.
Every
I
day.
have to. It's really hard.
Do you have an app for it?
No.
Oh,
I
you
just
should-
have this room and that's it.
There's a Insight Timer. It's an app,
Really?
and it's like it records everything. So I've seen over the span of 2.5 years, like how much I meditated, and it just slowly like goes up over the years.
Really?
And they'll give you stars for every 10 days you do with a session, and it.
That'd be cool. I wish
I'm
I
a
had that when I
competitive person,
started.
so yeah, it's great.
My first meditation was like 7 minutes. It was a 7-minute meditation. It was
That's
a guided
pretty
one.
long.
Was it?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
hard to well,
Yeah. I actually
we
had
overthink it.
well, like what our guest that's not seen here. I had the same thing he had where he was talking about seeing from the corner of his eye, seeing like a different person.
Mhm.
And I had that same thing. It was like me, and I was dressed kind of like this, like I was in all black. And like I came beside myself and I was like, you're doing good. Keep
Oh,
going.
Good for you.
Keep doing it.
Good for you.
It's so fucking weird.
Do it, people. Do it. Support yourself.
Yeah.
Support yourself, and you'll attract people who are going to support you.
Yeah, that's very true.
Self-love.
Yeah.
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 Huge on it.
Inside out. As above.
Inside out.
As above, so below.
Absolutely. Like
Oh,
my
so-
biggest thing was boys. Like I would like, if they texted me and showed me that they liked me, then I would give myself permission to feel good. And then I woke up one day and was like, I'm done, because I can't
Yeah.
control them.
Yeah, exactly. That's a
So
lot of work.
it is. So now I'm like so good. Like I feel so good. Like
Yeah.
I'm so stable. Like
So much better.
yeah. Like I really know that it's about what I'm gonna think
Yeah.
and perceive my life as.
That's really good.
So about it. It's so much better living like this. Like
So like anytime somebody's like so well thought out, like the way you're speaking right now, like it seems like you're self-aware. I was asked, do you write at all?
yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Huge writer.
Really?
Yep.
How much? And like what?
A lot, like almost every day kind of thing. I write
Oh.
how I'm feeling. I really like getting on rampages of appreciation.
I like how you call it a rampage.
I took that from Abraham.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and like when the power was out 2 days ago or whatever, it was yesterday, right? I was at work and everyone in the stores on the streets were coming out
Of course.
to be in the sun because it was cold and dark in their stores. And some people were freaking out, some people were complaining, but I really was like, I love this because when things get disheveled, I love when people come together.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it happens slowly.
It does. Like people
Somebody
were going
opens the
around,
door and then,
hey, do you need water?
Yeah.
Or like, hey, like la la la. Everyone was like kind of more there for each other.
Yeah.
And which I love. And also like it's like everyone was forced to stay off their phone and to come out and be in nature, and it was just so nice. And I wrote that down. And then I complimented myself. I'm like, I love having this perspective because 5 years ago I was not that person.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so adamant on, like, that's why I've thought this out and done so much research, because I just couldn't stand living in dread anymore and like just depression and all that stuff. I was like, something's got to change.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I wanted to wrestle my mind.
Yes.
I wasn't equipped.
Yes.
I wasn't equipped at all.
Yeah.
So I had to figure it out.
Too much shit in here.
Yeah, yeah. It's really cool that you did that.
Thank you.
So you're writing basically like you're journaling.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever take it to like creative writing at all, like storytelling?
Yes.
Really?
I do. That has been fun.
Really?
I wish I had something to read because they're pretty fascinating. They are.
If they're anything like
it's
your
like my
artwork.
art in words. It is. Thank you.
That'd be great.
It is. It's really cool.
Wow.
I write a lot about like these characters who like know who they are.
Okay.
Like she knows who she is. She la la la. I don't know. Like I really love just being for myself and also to give to the world if they want to learn or whatever.
Yeah.
All about believing in yourself, knowing who you are, and fuck what people think.
Yeah.
Like I'm all about individuality. Like I think we all have a gift to offer, and it's like the more you're yourself, the more you're gonna see your life unfold the way you've always wanted it to.
Yeah.
All about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just self-belief, self-love. Like I'm a freaking sounding board for it because it's
good.
so important.
Yeah, it really
and
is.
there's so much depression out there, so it's like it's time.
Yeah, and that's why the depression's there.
Yeah.
Because of the lack of self-love.
Yeah.
And looking for the external.
Yeah.
Because the external's like.
That's why you feel powerless.
Yeah.
Because you're not showing that you're your own person. You can control how you feel. It's like a muscle we haven't used.
Yeah.
And so you
not
got
taught to use it.
No, you're not.
Yeah, that's a big
You're
thing.
taught. You don't know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I'm older and bigger than you.
Yeah.
Dress this way. Do this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm so about like we're coming back, like self-empowerment, individuality. Yeah. It's coming back, and I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan Watts talks about that.
Hey, I love him.
Oh really?
Yep.
He was talking about how like kids aren't seen as people. They're like people in training.
Yeah.
And they don't get to be people until like they're like adults.
I know. And that's what broke my spirit. I'm sure it's what broke your spirit.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. Even though they didn't intentionally try to, like they want the best for you. Like
well, it's a system that they've been in as well, right?
Yeah.
The system's been around for a long time.
Absolutely.
So it's not just gonna
it was even tougher when they were kids.
Right.
You know? Like I've always thought like, oh, I'm gonna teach my daughter that and la la la, and like I'll see parents with their kids, and we've come so far, and like I just met 2 young parents with kids, and I was in admiration about what they were saying to their children and how like self-empowering they were towards them and stuff.
That's cool.
Like the little daughter who's 7, smart as a whip. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Like she's riding a dirt bike in the front yard, right? So cute. And she wants to go on the road, and her mom's like, no honey, you can't go on the road. And she looked at her kind of like, why? And you could tell that it was because she's like, why? Like you don't trust me? Like I can handle it. I know not to go in front of cars. And the mother said to her, she goes, sweetheart, it's not because I don't trust you and your ability to take care of yourself and live your own life. It's the people on the road I don't trust. Yeah. And I love you so much that it just, for mom's sanity, please just stay on the yard. And I loved that she explained that to her kid.
Yeah. I like that too.
Because the kid looked at her like, should I not believe in myself and do what I'm inspired to do kind of thing? Like, because I want to go on the road. But I was just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's a big thing.
It's
Explaining.
huge. It's huge.
Explaining rather than like kicking the crap out of your kids. and
Right?
stuff.
Or like, you're wrong. And it's like,
It's
what?
crazy.
How am I wrong? You know?
Yeah, if you explain it properly. That's
Yeah.
that's what I feel. A lot of people who are like my age and like becoming parents, like they don't think they usually think it's funny, like when I say it, but like you should be able to explain everything to your kid
Talk
instead
to
of
them.
like slapping them around.
Right? Tell them that they
Just
know what
doesn't
they're
make
doing.
any sense to like, you know, you're supposed to be like the safest thing for them. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to be the thing that like kicks the shit out of
Attacks
them.
them and and
That's
criticizes
crazy,
them.
Yeah.
Word, man. Do you
That's-
want some water?
Me? No.
You're
I'm
good?
okay. Actually, you know what? If you actually
There you go.
water. No, I got it.
Oh, you're a sweetie. I will thank you so much.
I always forget.
Oh,
that I
you
have
rock. Thank you so much. Water's great.
I keep forgetting that I have like a whole thing of water for people back here.
It's really nice of you.
Like 4 guests have come and I didn't offer them because it's behind me, right? So
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, I had a feeling like when you came, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it about creativity, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to for some reason.
I know. I'm a deep girl.
Just from well, I didn't know if it'd be deeper or what, but like I remember your first like thing when you wrote back to me. You're like, woo woo. I'm like, oh, okay.
She's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with the art and everything, yeah, it's all just like a natural flow. And it's like I keep thinking, like that's why I'm so into thought right now, because
Tell me.
so many younger people like around your age, they're all doing like that same thing. Like they're going with like their gut and their instinct and like staying within that realm. Even like these photographers that I've been talking to, like they're going back to analog because they're so into like taking the time and doing, I don't know, it's very weird. It's very odd to see that you're all doing like in that vein of like just instinct. Even the 60-year-old actor, she's like, I'm an instinctual actor. She's like, I don't do the whole like getting into like, she's like, I do it based on my life experience.
That's so cool.
You know?
Feeling.
Yeah. So it's like,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Living through feeling. Pay attention to the emotion.
And like when I first started doing this, I wanted to kind of just go like that. And I had a lot of people like telling me like not to. But like the more I talk to people, the more they're like, yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. Yeah. So it's like kind of validating. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I've never, unless it was for a school project, prepared what I was going to do. I don't do sketches of what it's going to look like. I don't know. It's too hard. Like it comes out shitty. Like, you know, when you do what's easiest to you in all aspects of life, it works out better.
Yeah. Like somebody asked me like to send them the questions and I'm like, I don't have any. I'm like,
That's
okay.
awesome.
I'm like, I'll make up some for you if you like.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like,
cute. That's
"Here
funny.
you go."
Here you go. Yeah, I get it.
And they're like, I don't like these questions. I'm like, oh God.
Speak from the heart, yeah. It comes in better.
Yeah.
What?
When you speak it from the heart.
Yeah, exactly.
Inspired action.
Exactly. It's so much better. I
Awesome.
don't know. I just feel like it's more authentic going about it
Yeah.
this way.
That's why I was laughing because I'm like, I love how we haven't talked about what's going to be talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm all about it.
I had a feeling like I'm like I don't know. I feel like if we're talking about your art, you're gonna like know. Like I'm not gonna throw
Yeah.
you any like
No.
curveballs
Yeah.
about your own art.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be the one throwing me the curveballs if anything. The fact
Yeah,
that you said
that's true.
The fact that you said it was black paper actually tripped me out. So like you're doing this with gel pens and black paper. Like
It's called
this
pastel paper.
pastel paper. Okay. Okay. True. And it's done with gel pens, like you said, right?
Yeah.
Anytime I see, how much are they? Anytime I see stuff, I'm like, yo, I want to do
Yo,
that.
I would love to hook you up. Okay, so if you go to like an art store,
Yeah.
like Desire's or Desiree's, however you say it, or Michael's, like
Yeah.
they sell them individually and they're like $250
Yeah.
or $280.
Yeah.
There's a pack too, but they're like, you know, kind of pricey. But
Yeah.
actually, I don't think Walmart has them. No, it's only been art stores that I've been able to buy them.
Yeah, I think so.
But you can buy them in the pack, which is not bad. Like at
do that.
Curry's, it's like $20, or you can just.
I'm gonna do it.
I started with one. I was in Toronto and I bought a white gel pen and a pink gel pen.
Okay.
Right, and then I got the sketchbook to be able to draw on it.
Okay.
And it was about last year, and I have a video actually on my Instagram of the first drawing I did, and like it was just, I loved the vibrance of the color against the black. Like it was just
Yeah.
like, color like satisfies my artistic G-spot. Like it does. Like it so does. Like I'm just like, put some purple in there, and I just like that's what I'm inspired by is color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
color is inspiring.
it's just so I love like the different combinations. I love like in school they're like, oh, you can only put this tone color with this tone color, and then I'm like, nah, fuck that, you can do anything, you know.
Yeah.
And it's so great.
Wow. So you started with a pink and a white,
Pink and a white.
and then like it just, and that was last year.
That was last year.
So before you hadn't done, so you've only been doing that style for like a year.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done like 100 drawings. Like I couldn't stop doing them because I just love doing them so much.
Yeah.
It's just doodles, but it's
not. Yeah.
it's not. It's more than that because I have all that artistic. Like I have, like I'm into art, so I want it to look good.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's really cool when you do it. Like it's like when you say it's doodles, and like at first it is. Like,
Yeah.
when you first look at it, it just looks like lines, and then like you keep going.
You're right.
Like,
it gets
yeah.
created into a masterpiece, like
Yeah.
a huge picture, and like you can see different things, like the shapes. Like sometimes I see like animals in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
you'll be looking at it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, it's this.
Yeah.
Like you have like the kind of style, like you turn it upside down, and people will be like, this is such good abstract
Yeah.
stuff. And then like if you just put it back, it's...
I love creating art that will give the viewer like also the freedom to
Really?
interpret it. Yeah.
Oh, freedom to interpret. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's big.
I want it to be like a mirror for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So let people, instead of like being rigid about like what it is.
This is a butterfly.
Yeah.
You know, like, which I don't have anything against either, you know, because sometimes I want to draw a butterfly. But yeah, I think abstract, it'll like inspire your creativity when you look at it. It'll make your brain go and like kind of get you involved in it.
Because your brain has to like fill in the blanks of like what this is.
Yeah, we label things a lot, right? Yeah. So I like doing that.
But it's good because that's why it becomes a mirror, right? Because they have to look at it and like interpret it with their own brain, and then
I love hearing what people see when they look at it too, because it's like, what? Like,
it's so funny. I had an artist. He showed me this painting. I was like, it was clearly two roses. Like they're very clear. It's all flowers. It's just flowers.
Yeah.
And then he was like, this woman was very mad at my art show because she said it was a vagina. She was like pissed at me.
Oh God, come on.
It's not a vagina.
Yeah, calm
he's
down.
Like, he's like, if that's what you see, he's like, that's
what you see.
He's like, that's not what I would draw. And it's like a really big, it's like bigger than this painting here.
No way.
She just saw a huge vagina, but it's clearly flat. Like you could see the flowers. Like he drew flowers.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Hilarious.
Everybody sees things differently, right?
We know what you got on your mind, girl.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just joking.
So, what was it like at home for you? Was it nurturing at all, this artistic rebellion, or no?
My artistic practice of just doing art was always inspired. Like my mom is like a kid.
Oh, okay.
She's a kid. She's the best. And my dad is great too. He likes more well, he's believed in my art more now. Yeah, just seeing like the success of it. He's like more open to it. Before he's more of a representational, like he likes to know what it is.
Yeah.
You know, which I can do. I'm actually like obviously really good at realism, which, you know, I mean, it's good being an artist. I wanted to get that down too, so that I could do all types of styles.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And especially if you can like mesh those two together.
Yeah.
That's cool. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, they've always been so encouraging. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, I love my parents. Yeah, my mom, we have like 11 acres out in the boonies. Yeah.
Wow.
And she would throw these parties, like Halloween parties. We have like a kind of like a barn, like a shop.
Okay.
Right? My dad was a race car driver, so he has cars everywhere.
Really?
Yeah. At me, you know, racing in this car. He's waving at his little daughter, right?
Really?
Yeah. So this barn, my mom gutted it and made a maze in it out of tarps, like tarp walls, and she put like, oh my god, a whole bunch of like Halloween inspired things. It was a haunted house she made.
Wow.
And we invited like 300 children, like families over, and she had like a cotton candy machine, loot bags. Like she would have like a Halloween party, she'd have like a firework party, Easter egg hunt, and like she'd bring like rock climbing, like gladiators, like that big blow up thing where you have those Q-tips and you fight each other.
What?
Yeah.
The javelin. I think. Yeah, something.
Like,
I forget what it was.
You hit each other and you fight and you try to hit each other off the podium. So much fun. Yeah, she's phenomenal. She's so creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely inspired my creativity for sure. She was the coolest when I was little.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. We
That's
like
nuts.
Easter egg hunts. We would like put chocolates in all these eggs.
Yeah.
And we would go on the 4-wheeler and drive all around the property and hide the eggs everywhere.
Just be throwing them everywhere.
All over the property, and there was 3 golden eggs, and whoever won those would win like $100 or like a Canada's Wonderland ticket or like movie tickets.
What?
We did this every year.
That's so
you know what I mean?
cool.
Like, she's so cool. Like,
That's crazy.
fucking love my parents. They're both great. Yeah.
So like we were saying before, with like the DNA, like it seems to have gotten through.
Yep. Yep. She's a free spirit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
It's really cool how like seeing your parents be creative in different ways can like influence a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was always an outside the box thinker, so it inspired me for sure.
Wow.
When I was 2, I picked up a pencil and I held it the way you kind of practically would hold a pencil.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my Vavo looked at me and goes, Marg, she's going to be an artist. Look at the way she's holding the pencil. Because I wasn't holding it like that.
Yeah.
They were right.
Wow.
I've always been drawing. Always.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I know, right?
You never know what can happen with the things.
Jim Carrey says, like, what you do in life, it finds you.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like your mom was the first so your mom was pretty much the first person you saw like really think outside the box and be creative
And be fun and creative. Like, we'd get a fridge, we'd have the cardboard, she'd make a freaking spaceship out of it.
Really?
Yeah. And we'd play in it all day. Like,
sounds amazing.
yeah. My dad would be at work, right? But my dad, he's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
Yeah. Yeah. And her doing those parties, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Being an adult and doing all that, like,
That's
she
nuts.
never waited for permission to do these crazy ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So totally inspiring.
They say you're supposed to ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Drake. Well, I
Is
don't
that
know if he
Drake?
said that originally, but in one of his songs, they say, don't ask permission, just ask forgiveness. So,
Yeah. It's from a book.
oh, yeah.
The
There
Art-
you go.
I think it's from The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Or maybe.
all
There's a
about
bunch of
that.
different.
I listened
Yeah.
to that book.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
listen to it too.
Cool.
I don't read books. I listen to them.
Cool.
Yeah. Audible. Yeah.
Cool.
For the auditorial learners.
Yeah.
Audible.com.
I feel you.
So that's pretty cool. So your parents are really nurturing.
Yeah.
So, So then, I guess your mom is what like inspired the whole rebel thing of like not like staying inside the lines, because like you you're like an artist naturally, and then like you went to school, but like you already knew of being outside the box kind of thing.
I find it in lies your power, like just being who you are, being different, or just
Yeah.
you don't have to be different to be powerful, but I find that your perception is very valuable.
Yeah.
Your personal perception.
Yeah, because you're like the only person that has it. You know.
Yeah. And like, don't those quirky things usually end up being the best ideas? Like,
Yeah.
when you're not
Usually.
thinking of what you should properly do, but you're like, why don't you do this? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rebellion came from just life and being in school and having to behave, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
And then having this life where you know that like you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can take the fridge and make it into a spaceship. if
Yeah.
you want. And
You know,
yeah,
exactly.
that's nuts.
Being told what to do all the time and like being taken away from your own guidance of what you feel is right to do. I never let go of that. Even when I really like, I had a time where like I was listening and doing what I was told in school and everything. And it bled into every aspect of my life, getting a job and you know, and now I'm just like, be yourself, like be yourself. Like your personality is going to attract good things for you. And
So and throughout school, like you just you like just went through school, like you got through high school and like just went to college, like
yeah, I went to university.
University. So it's like it's pretty crazy, because like every artist I talk to, it's usually like they get like diverted when they get into like school, and like you talk about the spirit being broken, but like you held on to it somehow. Like how did you keep that through all the schooling? Because you even put yourself in school, you know, like you didn't really have to, like you were good enough not to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did I keep that? Like,
yeah, how did you not like, How did you not fall into like the cookie cutter, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
school's like a assembly line.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how did you not fall into that?
I feel emotion. This is just a guess because like I feel emotion so deeply that like I literally couldn't continue to go through life feeling horrible and just not feeling good.
Yeah.
It was just, I feel like we all can't lose who we truly are. Like it's always going to be there calling you back.
Yeah, it's always there.
It's
a
always,
little bit.
even in the darkest times, like, you know what I mean? And I think naturally, I believe that when you die, you go back into pure positive energy. Like
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah, that would
so
make sense, yeah.
inevitably you're gonna be okay. Like I have a
That's
huge theory.
That's a good way to think of it.
Honestly,
It's a
like
really good way.
like there's this thing in spirituality. It's like everything you want is for the purpose of feeling better when you have it. Like it's the purpose of feeling good.
Yeah, of course.
And you can feel good right now through your thoughts.
Yeah.
You
definitely.
can create a stream of thought that can, so essentially you have everything you're seeking.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like
Yeah, if you just think about it.
yeah. Like a good thing is like think about the things you want and now think about why you want them. Why do you want all that money? Because I want to fucking be free.
Yeah, it's like so it's like you want experiences.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you don't really want money.
And why do you want the experiences? Because you want happiness. You want like fucking friskiness. You want like adventure.
You want to spice it up. Yeah, variety.
And you can feel those things right now.
Yeah,
you can feel it
as you think about them. Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe that your vibe attracts more of the same essence to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not necessarily your thoughts. Like I'm a millionaire. When deep down you're like, I don't feel like a millionaire. It's like how you feel.
Yeah.
That attracts your life.
Yeah.
So I'm all about feeling as best I can in every moment.
Yeah, it's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you say like the whole million, because I know somebody that like became like more successful and like beforehand for like a few years he was the embodiment of that success. He was doing all the things that you would to be like that, but like it wasn't showing.
Mm-hmm.
And then
not
like,
yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it was like they say usually like when you're getting all like the bullshit, it's like an arrow. You're getting pulled back and then let go. It's like
what you're saying, how did you hold on? It's like definitely like the more you resist who you are, the bigger it's gonna be when you finally let go.
Yeah.
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 Like that's why like there's this term, everything is always working out for you. I totally believe in that.
That's true. And it's a good thing to tell yourself in times of like bad.
Soothing. A lot of people think like, oh yeah, you could talk positive, but that's not the truth. But I believe that anything can be the truth if you focus and put enough attention on it. Like people make their own truths because I think law of attraction will bring you what you are expecting.
Yeah. It's really true because like I don't know, for me it is like a lot of people think like you just sit around and you wait for it, but like you have to like do things too. Mm-hmm. And like it helps. Mm-hmm. It helps create that rampage. Mm-hmm. Like your thoughts are like the thing that like the Tasmanian devil, and then like your action.
Then you go do
like,
it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's
100%.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So it's like almost like the creative process is like just given through energy kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really about letting go of control for me. Like it's just, you know what? It's funny to put this in words because like if I were to really tell you what I do, I get a piece of paper, I get a color that I love, and I just put it on the page. I don't think about anything. I don't try to do anything.
Yeah.
It's so easy. And it's funny because like again, Abraham, fucking love them. Abraham, she's like the creative process. She goes, we really like conversing with artists because they get into the creative flow, and they say like the creative flow is like God or source or whatever you want to call it flowing through you.
Okay.
That's like, so they say when we talk to artists, they know what it's like to connect to the energy.
Yeah.
And let it flow out of them. And they go, and that is the process to do for every single thing in your life. I'm still figuring out how to do that. But to be honest, I'm trying not to figure it out. I just let go. I just let go.
Literally like, yeah, you just got to apply what you do to your pictures.
Yeah.
To your life.
Which is ease.
Yeah.
Don't think hard about it. Path of least resistance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like always.
It's crazy.
It's nice. Like they explain it like life is a stream. And she goes, and we see you in your boats, and this stream is like moving fast.
Yeah.
Downstream. easily, right?
Yeah.
And you get in your boats and you fucking pedal so hard to go upstream.
Yeah.
You try to make it happen and
Yeah.
And she goes, and we look at you and we go, just let go of the oars and the stream will take you to everything you want in your life
Yeah.
in ways that you couldn't put together even if you tried.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let go of the oars. And we go, no, because I believe there is value in struggle. I believe there is virtue in hard work and pain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
My
that's
mother
true.
did it. Her mother did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they go, how's that working out?
Yeah.
You know, they say that an aligned person with who they are or just their intuition or source energy or God or whatever, when you're in alignment, which means basically you can tell if you're in alignment because you feel good,
Okay.
right? When you're in alignment, your action has the leverage of 2,000 people who aren't in alignment trying to make things happen. That's the leverage you have. Like they say, like so many people on your earth are banging around trying to put things into place, and they're living mediocrity at best.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to what you could be living. They say like you're vacuuming your whole house trying to get it done, but you forgot to plug the vacuum in. You forgot to connect to the energy that's going to give you the leverage.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, art is just an easy way of me doing that because it's just, there's complete joy in playing with color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, my successful friend.
Whoop, whoop.
He
Good
does
for
that.
you.
He does the same thing.
Yeah.
A lot of flow.
A lot of flow. Just like get in anything, do anything that makes you feel good. Like,
Yeah.
just get in that and then see what happens. See what you're inspired to do and follow it.
Yeah.
Follow it. Go walk down the street for no reason. Boom, you meet the love of your life. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you can't live like,
It's
oh, it has
true.
to be this way. That's where it fucks it all up. That's why school does that too a lot. You got to do this and do this. And
That's actually how I met my girlfriend. I was on Tinder.
Oh,
and I'm just gonna
that's so
swipe.
cute.
I'm not gonna like try and decipher.
Oh,
it.
that is
I'm
so cool.
Like, let's just see. And I did it for like maybe 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
And I only did it that one time.
That
that
is
was it.
so cool.
And then she messaged me right there, and that was it. I was like, wow, that's so weird.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I love that.
But yeah, I remember for months I was like meticulously looking.
Yeah,
and
they
like,
have this.
okay,
they have this.
Yeah. Being
Yeah.
so
Go with the flow.
yeah, so judgmental about it all.
Yeah.
And then like you stumble.
And it's
onto-
perfect,
yeah.
right? Like, it's just, this is why I love life. It's
Yeah.
so easy. We make it harder.
Yeah.
Like, I heard this saying and it was like, the thing that you're trying to make happen, that's the thing you need to let go of.
Yeah.
I was like, hold up. Wait, what? They're like, that's the thing you need to let go of. If it's hard and it keeps coming in your life and it's hard, that's the thing you need to let go of. The universe is going to set it up for you in a way that you could never do it, and just relax, trust, go pet your cat. You know what I mean? Like, this guy was talking about like, how do I be more successful in my business? And she goes, okay, well, like, how do you feel when you're thinking about how to make it happen? He goes, I'm stressed, I'm tensed, I don't know the answer. And she goes, now how do you feel about when you think about being in the ocean? He goes, I love being in the ocean. I feel so good when I think about being in the ocean. I love getting into that visualization of that. She goes, will you believe us when we say that you are helping your business's success more when you're thinking about the ocean than when you're trying to make it happen?
Yeah.
And he's like, and she goes, I know it's a horrible price to pay being happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
because it's hard, right? Like naturally.
You attract what you're giving off, and when you're thinking of things that make you happy, you're giving that off, and that's what's going to come back to you. That's why, like, appreciating what you have right now is going to give off that you have what you want. But if you're like trying really hard to get that thing you don't have yet, what are you giving off to the universe? I don't have it yet. I don't have it yet. I don't have it yet. Appreciate what's in your life right now and watch the abundance flow into your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly. That's actually so true.
It's so true. And keep it simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was using like a boyfriend, but not everyone can be in a happy mood 24/7.
Yeah.
And when they're in a bad mood, I'd take the hit. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, no, because it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's very simple.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
yeah, that's what I'm like. That's what I'm like coming to now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to realize it's like a
Give up the struggle.
yeah.
Let go.
It's
Stop
like
trying to figure it out.
It's like you're doing like an art piece right now because like you're like a mirror for me right now.
Right? This amazing quote was like, other people, if they're like rude to you or whatever, they're just seeing you as a mirror and reflecting how they feel inside back to them. It's not personal, but that's true about everything. It's like a reflection.
It's so true because like I'm super hard on myself, like in terms of improvement, because like I told you, I've been like.
And isn't it amazing because you are actually so successful just being yourself?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird the way it happens.
You know what I mean? Like we're trying to make it happen, and it's like, let go and watch what happens. Like, you're already successful.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird.
No, I can tell. I can tell.
Hard to let go of all that stuff.
I can tell you're very talented. You don't have to. You don't have to prove that.
Thank you.
Look where we are. Look what you've done for my life. Like, you know what I mean?
Jeez.
Yeah, I just met you today, and like, look how inspiring this is. This is a huge thing for me and my path, and like, just be easier on yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Be easier on yourself.
The whole keeping it simple.
You're good. Like, you got everything you need.
Yeah, it's
you do.
Weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
Yeah.
I was actually just telling my buddy that today. I was like, you were right, man, because like he was saying that same because he's always into that flow. I should have like listened to him. But like when I first like wanted to like start a business, he's like, why? He's like, that's hard.
Oh, I love that.
And like, and I was like, fuck you.
That is
it's hard shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can fucking do it. I can do the hard
You're
thing.
in that
and
proving
like,
mode. Yeah.
I can do the hard stuff.
Yeah. He has a good point though.
And then he's just like, yeah, okay, you can do it. He's like, yeah, of course you'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard.
It's hard.
And I'm just like, doesn't believe in me. And like, and
See,
now
we're
I'm like,
so critical.
yeah,
like,
and like,
drop it.
And then like, I start doing it. And this morning, I'm like, this is hard.
It's too much,
because I'm like doing like what I want to do,
Yeah.
and like there's this other thing, and like
Yeah.
now that thing's becoming like cancerous in my life.
Yeah. Let it go.
So I'm like, yeah, and I'm
Let
like,
it go.
I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just.
Everything you want in life will come to you. It will. Like the henna business, I forgot about it. I was like, oh, okay, I can't realistically make this happen.
Yeah.
You know, I got a school loan to pay off. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Let go of it. My boss is like, here, set up a table, put a sign up out front, do your henna free of charge. Money goes right in your pocket for your loan.
Yeah.
I could not have made that happen.
Yeah.
I couldn't have asked the right things to make that happen.
Me too with this.
It can't.
It was almost like the same thing.
It will come to you.
A boss came to me and he was like, you want to do some stuff? And I was like, yeah.
See what I mean? You don't even have to make it happen.
Yeah,
Let it
it's
happen.
weird.
Chill.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Weird. So like now I'm seeing all that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man.
I like this.
Right?
And yeah, it's almost the exact same thing. Because like I wanted to, the first time I picked up a camera is because I wanted to make documentaries.
Cool.
And like I always felt like I needed like a big team of people to do it.
Yeah.
And I let go of it. Yeah. So I was like, I'm just not going to do that. And I'm going to do other stuff. Like I'm still going to have video, but in a different respect. And like naturally, I wanted to interview people because I wanted to meet more people and this and that. And I was talking to this guy at Henry's, and he went to the documentary program that I couldn't get into. And he's like, you're doing more of the program, like doing like what you're doing. He's like, because all documentaries is like B-roll and interviews.
Cool.
He's like, you're already making like a documentary
without even trying.
Yeah.
You're just doing what you like.
Yeah. So it's like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
And then like the next week a videographer came and he was like, you should make this into a documentary. And I was like,
see how the pieces are coming together for you?
It's weird.
You're going to get everything you want in life. We all are.
Yeah.
We all are.
And even, that with Feeling Good, I'm going to have to listen to Abraham Hicks again.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
It's been a long while since I listened to that stuff. But yeah.
So good.
Feeling good is a good thing.
It is.
Even with
the
not
elixir of life.
even with not smoking weed, like I quit smoking weed for a while, and again, my buddy, he's like
saving grace.
He's like my archangel.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm really happy you have that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He's like maybe you should smoke some weed. He's like I know you quit. He's like, but like,
what's one hit gonna do, right?
Like, you seem stressed. He's like, you'll feel better. He's like, I don't know. Like, he's like,
fun.
I do.
Yeah. He's so funny.
He's just hitting it. He's like, I don't know. And then I started doing it again. I'm like, yeah, I do feel better.
Right.
Like things are like been like. And it's not just because like you're smoking, but like you're not resisting something.
Yeah, it takes the edge off. It really does.
The resisting of things is like what it is really.
Yeah.
Because like right now I'm not smoking. I don't need to smoke. I'm not going to smoke. I'm probably not going to have time to smoke today. But like it's the not resisting it.
Mhm.
It's hard to explain, but it's like you say,
I
just
get it,
going with
not
the flow of things.
judging it as a bad thing, kind of.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
if it's there, you want to do it. You feel like
Yeah.
it, you do it. No judgment on
Exactly.
yourself.
Yeah.
Word. Stay in that emotion of good feeling. And if you have a thought that stresses you out, try and catch it, try and release it, try and just, whatever you need to say. It's a personal thing for everyone, how you talk to
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
And it takes some practice.
Yeah.
Like when I first started doing it, I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, especially
Me saying I love myself. I don't fucking love myself. You know what I mean? Like it took a while. It honestly took a lot of breaking down.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I went through so much shit. I don't talk about it because I don't want to talk about it because
Yeah.
I'm on my happy vibration. But one time it took me literally touching my heart and
Yeah.
and just fucking crying.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I love you so much. Like everything you go through, you're fucking so dedicated to having a happy life. And I'm just so proud to be this person, this personality in this life. And I'm so proud of you. And I just like really talked to myself. And I really felt like that. I'm like, man, you've been through everything. And like, look at you.
Yeah.
You're still here. Like,
Yeah.
you still want a better life. And that's bled into everything now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
You got to find it.
You should record yourself saying that.
Right?
Feels good.
Yeah.
I've done it.
I'm going to. I'm so
recorded-
into this.
I've recorded myself like saying stuff like that and like going to mushroom trips with
Yeah.
just me saying good things to myself. It's
Oh,
so
I bet
cool.
that's so great.
It's so cool.
It's cool to be vulnerable. You gotta let yourself feel. You gotta let yourself
Yeah.
you gotta be honest. Man, I feel like shit right now. And
Yeah.
let yourself feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, and just like get through it.
Fuck yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's dope.
This is really cool. I like this one.
I-
This is one of the interviews that I'm gonna have to take, and like I can't like post this like in the next day or two. I'm gonna have to like take time with it.
Oh
I
yeah.
have like a bunch of those that I have like lined up for when like the show changes, because it's gonna change and
Yeah.
like take a different turn.
Yeah.
It's gonna get more like personal as
Yeah.
things go on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is like one of those ones.
Nice.
You got a lot of sound bites here, so
I know.
Good.
I talk a lot.
it's good.
My
So do
nickname's
I.
Chatty Cathy. It is, yeah. And Katie Big Ears.
Katie Big
I would
Ears?
hear the parents' conversations all the time. What does that mean? What does this mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
Katie Big Ears.
Katie Big
I'm like, your
Ears.
ears weren't that big.
Thank you.
So funny. So, I guess we touched on the writing a bit, and we touched on the gel pen work. But like, you do other art stuff, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
like, I swear, like I can correct me, but I think it was like a pour. or
Resin
s-
pour.
Was it?
Yeah.
Actually a pour. Okay, cool. So, how did that start?
I was following an artist on Instagram who posted a picture of an artwork from an artist she was inspired by.
Okay.
And the art was so beautiful. Like it was like emotion on canvas. And I was like, who is this guy? So I go to it and it's Mitch Goebel. He's from Australia and he does resin art,
Okay.
right? Look him up on Instagram if you want. And his stuff is phenomenal. It's just so earthy looking,
Yeah.
you know? And that's how I got into it. And then I saw his girlfriend. I thought her body was amazing. Like I was just like, whoa, she has a beautiful body. And I clicked on her. She's Sally Mustang. She's awesome.
Okay.
And she does like the same type, just not resin. She does acrylic pour. And like
Okay.
how passionate they were about it made me passionate about it. I was
Yeah.
like, I got to try that, you
Yeah.
know? So bought some resin. You get ink. I use tattoo ink.
Really?
I bought my friend bought me a tattoo kit for my birthday or something. I don't know what it was, but it comes with like inks that you can't put in people's skin. It's play ink. So
Okay,
I use that in the resin, and you pour the resin, the hardener and the resin together, and you put the ink in it, and you mix it all in, and then you pour colors, and just like the effects in the resin, it's just so awesome. Like you can get like kind of like a sea foam look. You can get like webbing. You can get so much dimension. It like dries over top of it. It's just so awesome. Like
Yeah.
I recommend everyone give it a try.
Yeah.
Color therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw resin, that's exactly, I wanted to do that.
Yeah. You
Like-
can, if you don't, go on.
I was actually gonna make you can tell me if this works actually. So what I'm thinking of is making like a cutout of a mushroom, like one that looks
Do
like
it.
this.
Yeah.
And like, I guess you could just fill it with the resin. I'm not
What do you want
sure.
to cut it out on?
I don't know.
So the best thing to do it is wood, because wood, like it won't, like if you do it on canvas, it kind of seeps in the middle.
Yeah,
it's like a
push
material.
down, right?
Yeah, but you could put cardboard behind it. But get a cutout of wood. Can you do that? Do someone you know you
Maybe.
have a handsaw or something? It's not that hard.
I'll
Yeah,
find somebody.
do it. And you could tape the edges if you wanted to, but like you definitely got to put a tarp down or something. The resin is sticky.
Yeah, I've been hearing that it's like horrible.
You gotta fucking exfoliate it off. You said to get it really off.
Okay.
Like, yeah, wear gloves.
Yeah.
And get a cutout of that. You can do it at Home Depot, actually.
Yeah,
They've cut boards for me before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's cheap. It's like I think it's like compressed cardboard. Is anything hard surface, you can resin it.
Okay.
And it's better. And I wouldn't even tape your edges like a professional. I wouldn't do that. I would just get a tarp and like get some ink.
Yeah.
Get some inks from the art store, put it in your cups, swirl it around, and then just do it.
Just start playing.
100% do it.
Yeah, because I want a mushroom like that.
Yeah, go to Home Depot and they'll cut it for you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do the mushroom. Maybe you'll find someone cool. I don't know. They've cut it for me. So
I'll say like it's a portobello mushroom. It's a pizza project.
they'll be like,
or something.
mm-hmm.
I'll be like, it's one of these. They'll be like, we know what you're doing.
Yeah, I think that's why I said woohoo to you when I saw it, because I think that was on the.
Oh yeah. The whole.
I was like woohoo.
Yeah, that's why I got it to go like this.
It's so cool.
I remember the tattoo artists, like, they don't like usually drawing stuff like this. They like it to be so when my arm's down, it'll be like right side up.
Interesting. Yeah.
And just so it reads better.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's like, that's what you should do. And I'm like,
no.
I'm like, but the thing is, I want to be able to go like this and have a mushroom over my face.
That's so cool.
And he's like, that's a fucking great idea. He's like, let's do it.
Oh, what a great
he's like,
guy.
never mind what I was saying. He's like, let's do that. That's sick.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
So fun.
Yeah.
In Vegas, it was like the real Vegas experience.
Oh yeah.
Just walking down the street. There's a place. Let's do it.
Wicked.
That was it.
Yeah, Vegas.
And right back to what you were saying, the whole time on that trip, I was being very meticulous. I'm like, I got to find this person. It has to be this and that. Yeah. And like none of those people were working out. And like literally just walking down the street. I think my buddy again, I think he just like saw a place. He's like, there's a place. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
That's so
and,
awesome.
like I just walked in there. I'm like, can you tattoo my hand? He's like, tattoo wherever you want, man. And like that was it.
That's awesome. I love the coloring on this.
Yeah. That's
so
what I told
cool.
him. I was like, yeah, make it my color. I'm like, I said, make it colorful. And he's like, what I'm going to do is instead of putting black there, he's like, I want it to be your skin. He's like, so it's like actually,
that's cool.
Like it's you.
It's you.
He's like, more of you comes through. I'm like, true.
That's an artist right
like,
there.
Let's do that. Yeah.
That's so cool.
So far, actually, I think only one of the artists hasn't done mushrooms, but the rest of them have.
That's so cool.
Hopefully she'll do them soon.
Yeah.
Still in contact with her.
Cool. Mushrooms are fun to draw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have mushroom drawings.
Yeah, when I told her about the mushroom, she's like sick.
Yeah. Mushrooms are awesome to draw.
Really?
Yeah.
You should you said you had a mushroom picture.
I do. I have a really beautiful. Give it to me. No, I said I would give it to you. Yeah. It's nice. Yeah. You just need to get it framed.
Put it right there.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
I'm so down.
Yeah. Down.
Mushroom picture.
Just need to get it framed because it's paper, so you gotta get it framed.
That was always my vision for this place, to have like mushroom art behind.
Oh, I'll hook you up. This mushroom drawing is so nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have it like right above where your head is, so everybody can see it afterwards.
Oh, you're an angel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So every guest will have like a mushroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Instead of a halo. So with that, how long have you been doing that? The pouring, the resin stuff.
Like a couple months.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I should try it then.
You should totally try it, and I would say go right for the resin. There's other ways you can do it that's like resin, but
there's like hardeners and stuff.
Yeah, there's like it's called a pouring medium.
Okay.
Kind of looks like glue in a bottle.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you pour it, and then you can just put acrylic paint in it and make your color. You can use paint for resin too, actually.
Yeah, but like
go for resin.
Yeah, I was gonna say your emotion went down so much when you
I
started
know, right?
talking
Can you
about
feel the
that.
vibe? Yeah. No. Go for the resin. It's pretty expensive, but like there's different sizes you can get.
Yeah, I saw it there. I saw like I had like a jug.
Yeah. I paid like $250 or something.
Yeah.
For both of them.
Sure.
Didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
No. That was so cool.
That's what I did with my easel and like all the stuff I have out there.
I love that.
I was like, fuck it, I get it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, and actually, funny enough, the first picture I drew was kind of like what you said. Like I had a normal just the canvas, and I made it black.
Mm.
Well, I was trying to make something that depicted like something hitting the ground, and it just looked shitty. So I just made the rest of it black, and then I just started using white and pink.
Cool.
Because that was all that I had at the time. And
Hilarious.
I wanted to make a picture for Valentine's Day for my
Aw,
girlfriend.
Such a sweetie.
Yeah.
Aw,
So I was
so
like,
kind.
so I was like, I'm just gonna try and do that, and like I only started using white and pink, and yeah, I loved it. I loved white and pink. I was like, this looks so cool.
Just
And
pops.
like, yeah,
Feels so good.
yeah. And then I started using the gloss that like holds like texture and stuff.
Mm.
So that was really cool. And,
So
like,
nice.
yeah, and painting was so therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of analyze yourself while you're doing it.
That's why I tend to stay away from that, because then I make a monster out of something that's nice. When I
Yeah.
try to think it out and stuff, it always like just
Yeah.
crams my brain and makes me annoyed.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's
yeah.
why I just like
Yeah,
flow.
I wasn't it didn't make me think about like what I was doing, but like it was weird. Like it made me think about like our relationship. Like I looked at it like our relationship. Like I went through it like that.
That's cool.
Very weird.
That's cool. Like
Yeah.
your intentions like that. Like I'll have intentions like that sometimes. Like when it's the abstract stuff, not
Yeah.
really. But when it's like more figurative stuff,
Yeah.
there's meaning in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Not like strict meaning, but just like I'll draw a face and then I'll be like the one drawing I was showing you, like there's gold bars
Yeah.
coming out of mouths.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And for me, that's like you kind of manifest your own money value or whatever. I don't know, in the painting. And it's like I wrote million, billion, and trillion. And then there's a fourth one that's just because it goes 3D like that.
And you can't
And
see
it says zillion. And I'm just like, these are the steps of wealth for me that I see for my life. Like, yeah. It's kind of like a prayer, actually.
I was gonna say it's actually kind of like alchemy, because they always say alchemy, like turning lead into gold, was in actuality it wasn't lead. It was actually like you are the lead, and you're supposed to turn yourself into gold. So it's kind of like it's funny because like abracadabra, like you speak things into existence. So it's like the gold's coming out of your mouth.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
You put it into words. That's what I meant. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
I love the word abracadabra.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. That's a cool word.
Mm-hmm.
It's become like a kid's word, but it was like an occult thing back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like speaking things into existence and magic,
You do.
darkness.
Yeah.
People associate with like Satanism and stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, a funny thing is like they're like, talk about something you have no resistance about, something you don't really care about, like dinosaurs, or like for me, I did like Halloween, and then they're like, watch how much about Halloween or dinosaurs comes into your life in that day. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it just to see. This is what proved that your words and how you feel actually matter.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, okay, Halloween. This was like a month ago. I was like, Halloween, whatever. Went to sleep, woke up the next day. My boss was talking to me about Halloween. And I was like, okay. And then 2 hours later, 2 girls came in and they were talking about Halloween. And I was like, come on, you know? And then I go home, my mom talks to me about our Halloween parties.
Really?
And I was just like, that was when I really like was like, okay, this shit is real.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Try it. Soccer. I don't know. Anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I do. I guess, I don't know if I do that. I guess I do it a lot. I think I've done it to my detriment in the past.
Yeah.
I think so.
We all have.
With like money and like concentrating on money and then like going for that and then lacking it all the time. And it's just like a horrible cycle.
Because we're worried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all it stems from.
Yeah.
Just being very worried.
Yeah.
That's all it would stem from me. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't wanna
We were raised in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone's talking about that. We don't have money.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you think you're giving an affirmation that's like, I want money, judge it by your feeling. If you feel a little like, you're not ready to talk about it in a pure way to attract it the way you want, just leave it.
Yeah. In a pure way.
Yeah. Because you could be, I'm a millionaire, but like what you're giving to the universe doesn't hear what you say. It hears what you mean. Right? Like it will, you're feeling like if you're saying that and you feel like you don't have enough money, you're practicing a lack.
Yes.
And that's what's going to continue. So Abraham's like, you don't have to do all this work. Like, why do you want money? I want to feel free.
Yeah.
You can feel free right now.
Yeah.
I can put my arm up if I want to. I can put it down. Like, there's freedom. Practice it. Like, a general, easy things.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Like, she's like, you do realize you guys don't have to work hard about all this shit. Like, it's very easy. You could just be generally in a good vibe. You can think about the ocean and attract everything you want into your life.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'm doing it and it's working.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And I'm not doing it to get manifested things. I'm doing it because I've realized how important it is to just feel good.
Yeah, that, and also it's good to know what your mind can do. Like, we don't talk enough about it.
No, we don't.
So, like, if your mind can do stuff,
why not utilize it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, then utilize it, but like not leave it on default.
Yeah.
It's like, you know,
because the mind likes to think.
Yeah, and then like you're just leaving it up to what the mind perceives, and like you got to give it structure.
You do, or else you're going to be complaining about what society's complaining about. And you're like, what the fuck? I don't even care about people not being able to marry each other. Like, I really don't care what people do. Like,
yeah,
just as an example.
Yeah, I have that. I have a lot of that. Like when it comes to like politics and stuff, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
I don't care.
And it's not like a mean I don't care. It's just like I don't think about that.
Yeah.
Like it's just I have like a
Not
lot
my
of other
business.
things that I do. So
Yeah. Minding your own business basically means mind your own vibration. Vibration is emotion, right? Like a vibration is something that moves. So
yeah.
we feel vibration as emotion. A lot of spiritual teachers out there are using the word vibration. And I think a lot of people are like, what does that mean? It means emotion. Like that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, like energized motion.
Yes. Energy and motion.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Right?
That's good.
Yeah.
I can barely talk about creativity with you. But I mean it's all in like the spiritual I don't know. I think a lot of it comes from that realm of things, like mindset and like just I don't know, self-awareness.
Right? It's hard for me to put in words what it is because it's like I can't even put it into words.
Yeah.
I really can't.
Yeah. But at the same time, as you explain all these things, it's like that's what it is. That's what your process is. And that seems like where it's coming from at its core.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. To be honest, you got out of me what my creative thing is because this is me in a nutshell.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like it makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I see that with a lot of people. It seems like their creative process
Stems from
them, how they are.
Yeah.
Right. Like you see like if you ever see like a writer who's really like just focusing on getting it done, smokes cigarettes and coffee and like stays up all night and like kind of hates it, and you see like the life that they have, and then their process is the same thing. It's like I'm gonna just struggle through it, coffee, induce myself and get myself all fucked up just so I can. It's weird. It's weird. Everybody's process is like, because like my process is very much like, I don't know if it's like me, but it's very much like instinctual. I don't like to edit things too much. I like to capture the raw moments of the conversation and like, I guess, I don't know. It's weird.
That's me. Yeah, I don't do anything weird. Like the only thing I only do art when I'm inspired to do art. And to be honest, I'm not wanting to draw all the time every day.
So nothing's contrived, I guess. No. That way.
Like art is very like you're alone a lot most of the time when you're creating it. It takes a while. Sometimes resin is faster, but you're alone a lot. Yeah. And like I was doing art all the time and I'm a very social person. Like I love interaction and getting to know people. Yeah. And I was like, something's off. And that's what it was. You know what I mean? So I went out and got a job just to be with people. Yeah. Right. And
I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. It's nice. Let the job come to you too. Like it fell on my lap. And my boss, shout out to Cindy at Crystal Couture. She is like my mom. She's like a second mother to me. Yeah. Cool. I could not be in a better environment. Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's really nice. It's so nice. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the best thing that could happen, right?
Yeah. So I only draw when I'm like wild horses couldn't hold me back from drawing. That's when I get the best stuff.
And that makes the most sense, right? Like I was saying before, it seems like the creative process is like based on energy, right? So like I guess if it's there.
Yeah. Like if I'm inspired to do it, I'll do it. If I'm not, I'm not. Like I won't force it. Yeah. Like I dance a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love dancing.
Okay.
And I sing a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I write. So I do art in many forms.
So what like you write songs and like sing them, or like you just kind of
I flow with the lyric. It actually just comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I hear a beat, I'll play an instrumental and then
Yeah.
I'll just sing how I feel.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's really cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I would say like art, yoga, dancing, singing, and human interaction
Yeah.
is me. That's what I like to do.
Mhm.
And nature, being out in nature, walking with my dog or biking. Love
Yeah.
biking.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just, you feel free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Flying down the hills and stuff. Yeah. That's me. That's me.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So, and you grew up in Blackstock. right?
Blackstock. Shout out.
I know. I don't know where it is either.
No one does.
No.
No, I know.
Nobody does, but the people who are like from there that are watching.
Yeah.
That's
Smallest town. Farmlands. Like,
How many people are there?
oh, I don't know. I think we're considered a village. That's how small we are.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's
It's
so
pretty cool.
That's
I like it.
I always wonder what that was like, because like in Barbados, like my mom's from Barbados, and like they grew up in a village. They were considered villagers
Yeah.
because of how small like the place was. They were. Yeah, I wonder what was it like growing up in something so small like that?
Awesome. That's all I know. But like freedom, like the word freedom comes to mind. Like I was never confined by like not being able to do something outside because you're gonna hit the neighbor's window or anything like that. You know, like
Yeah, you have like
land, like
yeah.
dirt bike. I would dirt bike all the time. Make tree forts. Have huge parties.
Yeah.
Like just
Wow.
freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went to York University, so I got a taste
did
of
you?
the city. Yeah, I needed to
Oh.
see that aspect. Yeah, freedom is the word.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, being Blackstock your whole life, then all of a sudden you run
Culture.
up to culture. That's a big thing. That was like different there.
When I went to York,
Yeah.
oh, I loved it. I was like, why are you wearing a scarf on your head? Like, not to be offensive, but like,
Yeah.
I was just like, what is that called? What is this? What is that? What does this mean? Why do you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hijab. This is why we wear it. I was like, man, like I never got that living in Blackstock. It's majority, it's white people.
Of course. Yeah.
You know, and then my second year I lived in a residence that was like majority African.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I fucking love that.
Wow.
Oh yeah, like learned, and just I love being around their energy. Like I have so many African friends now, and I'm just like,
Really?
a shout out to them. I love them so much. Like yeah, and like the culture, it was awesome.
Wow.
It was so cool.
So you like took full advantage of it.
Oh yeah, I made so many friends. Like, tell me about this. Why do you do this? Why do you eat that cake on that day? Like, why do you,
Yeah.
you know? I fucking loved it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I have a dashiki.
Really?
Yeah, I do. It's blue. It's awesome. And like my brother, right? My
Yeah.
little brother Mike, he's like, I want one too.
That's sick.
So like my friend Papa, his name's Papa, right?
Yeah.
And Rockland. That's
Oh, jeez.
you okay?
Sorry about that.
Is this man down?
Too bad that's not on camera.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you can get up.
You're hilarious.
All right.
You're good.
Did it break?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shitty chair.
Oh no way. I think it just slid.
No, I think it just like.
Oh, okay.
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
That's okay.
It's my girlfriend's old chair from like college.
I
or
have that
university.
chair.
Really?
Yeah, I think I threw it out actually. Yeah. But
Probably.
Rockland and Papa, they hooked me up with a dashiki, and then they gave my brother one. So like we would wear that to like music festivals. Like
That's so cool.
yeah, I always say like I'm black within, like for sure. Yeah, I dance like it.
Within. You
With-
dance like it. That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's yeah, with all this creative energy. It's yeah, it's really something.
right.
As you say, like you do the dancing, the singing,
Yeah.
everything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and as you say it all, and as you're talking, I feel like it's all from your mom and like that whole experience of having that freedom, because that's like that's so rare. Like I know for me, like the first time I saw something artistic done was by my mom.
really.
Yeah, we were in the garage and like she had spray paint. She was like, and I was like, what the fuck is
So
that?
amazing.
I was like, what is that?
Yeah,
She's like, it's a tooth.
she's cute.
And I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, it is. And she's just shaking it around, and she's sort of, I'm like, oh.
Fascinated,
I'm like,
mind blown.
Oh shit! You
Yeah.
just drew on the wall. Look what you doing.
Badass, right?
She's like, yep. And then she grabs another, and then she starts writing my name. And she wrote her name, and I was like, holy fuck.
So inspired just
Yeah.
seeing a person do things.
Yeah. Especially writing on the wall.
For
'cause
sure.
She didn't like when I wrote on the wall.
Yeah.
Soon after, though, I like drew like all over her like bedroom walls after.
Did you really?
I was like, yeah, this is cool, right? Like,
Good for you.
We do this,
That
right?
is so cool.
She's like, fuck.
Yeah. God damn it.
She's like, fucking kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the first time I ever saw something artistically done. And it had like it introduced me to like, you know, you can do that. You can break the rules if you want to. So so hearing what your mom did, like, yeah, you can only like it makes perfect sense.
Right. Yeah. I know. It's hard to say. Like I feel like I've always had such like a individual mindset.
Yeah.
Like I've always known who I am and what I want to do. Like my parents always say, "Oh fuck, you never listen to us." You know what I mean? Like, not that I'm bad, but I like making my own decisions.
Yeah, and it seems like out there, like where you're from, like you have more room to do that. It seems like I don't know, like when everything's
less
so
eyes
busy,
are on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, less judgment.
Yeah,
less expectation. It's more free for sure.
Yeah. Especially, yeah, that's so good.
Super blessed.
Yeah, it's like you were kept in the like creative incubator
right
for years.
Yeah,
and then when they let you out, like you were already.
That is such a cool perspective.
Yeah, you're already so like salient in the creativity that like nothing was able to like break your spirit in that sense.
Word.
Like take you away from it.
Yeah, it just feels so off when I'm not who I am.
Yeah.
I feel horrible, so I have no choice.
Good. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
The no choice thing is good.
Yeah, I had no fucking choice because
Yeah.
I just feel horrible.
Yeah.
So, bye, Felicia. Like,
yeah.
like, no way.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So, what else with the painting? Do you ever take it to any other kind of forms when you're painting? Any type of mediums? You said sometimes you use acrylic.
Yep.
And like that's basically it. Or
Yeah. I'm a drawer.
Yeah.
I'm a drawer.
It seems like that's the thing.
Yeah.
That seems like the thing you should do because like that style, I don't know. I haven't seen that much myself. Like with what you're doing with the gel pens and stuff. I don't know. I would stay to that. I would stay to that and making clothing. Like,
thank you.
Like making that into clothing, I think would be the best thing.
Thank you.
Like, cause that stuff's like beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
And it's black, which a lot of people like to wear, but then it has that burst of color.
Right.
It like it's really good.
Thank you so much. I'm really like my attitude towards my art now is in such a healthier place.
Yeah.
That like it's time.
Yeah.
To make it accessible and to launch it. So like my website's gonna be out by the end of May, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine too.
Hey, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of color on it too. I made sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going with like I was thinking like blue and black, and I was like, nah, I'm like I just want big bursts of color.
Nice.
Everywhere. So like my logo is like just a big thing of color and everything. Like
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Good vibes.
So that's really cool.
Thank you.
So with the clothing, do you have any thoughts on not just like the designs of it, but like the actual clothing? Like where are you gonna go with this whole thing? Are you gonna stick to like t-shirts at first or like sweaters? Because I saw a couple sweaters. I was like, so what do you want to do with that?
Oh man, I want to do a lot.
Yeah,
I'm so outside the box that I want to change everything and make it different. Yeah, I need to meet the next step of that because I don't know how it's gonna happen.
Yeah, working
in the bridal industry, working with the designers, like I'm sure enough, life has given me an opportunity. A designer for romantic bridals is going to be coming in Thursday, so I'm going to meet with him.
Okay, cool.
And find out.
Yeah,
because I have some ideas.
Yeah,
because like I like the generic. That's cool for now. Like I'll make the best of it, but I want to do different clothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool.
I need to figure out how that's gonna I need to allow into my life. I'm just waiting patiently for it to happen.
Yeah.
To hook up with that. No.
See, that's where my mind goes right away. I'm like, how are you gonna make this into a business? How are you gonna do that?
Yeah. I'm gonna allow it into a business.
True.
Yeah, because I'm so down to do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
As soon as you said bridal, I was like, man, imagine a wedding dress that looked like that. That'd be fucking crazy.
Oh, like yes,
like
just
nuts. Color.
Like I need to be in there.
That'd be cool.
Directing that because like I'm just like, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Be so cool.
Yeah. To see. Like I have clothes and like I'll like cut them and do things and I'm just like, this is fucking awesome.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
that's why I'm not saying it because I don't want to. These are my ideas.
Yeah.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool. So you should do that because, like,
Thank you.
I don't know. I feel like it seems like you've tried your hand at a lot of things. So
Mm-hmm.
you might as well try that one too.
Right? Yeah.
Why
Thank
not?
you.
See what happens.
It's evolving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say like I was saying to like other people I've spoken to, like when you're really self-aware and you have things like thought out, like I was saying, and you're like well spoken, like you should get into a role where you can direct things, you know.
Thank you.
So like if you're gonna have a clothing company, like, you know, get into that role.
Right? I've always been so like modest and humble, but I'm like, I need to be who I am. Like I am a leading type of personality type. Like I like directing.
And with a clothing company, like it has to speak that. So you have to control it, you know?
Yeah. Like if you give me a position where I could just be in the lead role, I would thrive.
Yeah.
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 That's what
So
it seems
that's definitely going to happen.
like. Yeah. Get that going.
I'm going to.
I really just want the clothing.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I had the clothing and then I met someone who had a clothing line and it was all like high fashion. Like he would get it handmade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, I need someone to design the art, the prints. And he goes, and like, I see my brand like Versace. And I was like, word, I'm there. You know what I mean? He had a studio in Toronto. It was great. And it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
You know, like it just wasn't in alignment anymore with me. But if I can attract that into my life, he gave me the job as like the director of the art of it, like the style, and I did drawings for it and everything, and like that's in my path for sure. Like me being a director, when you just embrace who you are more and more, and you let yourself be how you are, like, you know what I mean? Like, fine, maybe, you know what? I do have an opinion and I like standing by that opinion. I do think my opinion is valuable. And like, it's just, I have that mindset. So embracing that now, more opportunities are coming that match that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When you start taking yourself more seriously.
Yeah. Being nicer to yourself and noticing your value in what you're doing.
Yeah.
And even in what you're saying. Like,
yeah. And your strengths and like realizing that they are strengths.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I've had trouble with that for a long time.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah. My buddy Hank.
Incremental.
Yeah. My buddy Hank helps me see that. He always points it out.
Hey.
He's like, you're amazing at this.
You are though. Like it literally is who you are. Like I didn't even have to say hello to you to know that.
No, wow.
It's in your presence.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's just
it's who you are.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to show me your resume. It's just who you are. It's your mindset. It's your like passion.
Yeah.
Your seriousness about doing what you want to do, whatever that is. Like just it is who you are. Just let it flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
For real. Hi Siri. That was random.
They do that sometimes.
It's funny. It's kind of cute. Hi baby.
It's like I had a comedian here. His dog was here, and when he wasn't paying attention to the dog, she would.
It's amazing.
She'd do that. She'd be like, "Hi, hey,
pay attention to me." That's amazing.
Man,
awesome.
So that's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah,
I like this interview.
Right, it's a good one. I'm loving this. It's so much fun. I'm really. So when I worked in Toronto for the
Clothing.
company, right?
Yeah.
It was called The Culture. He basically said like you can't have your own clothing line because like this is high fashion, and when you see that one, he's like, I want you to just be in this, and I was like, okay, sure. So I pulled my stuff down from the website, and like my friend who I was doing it with, he took over, and now it's all his stuff. And I'm gonna be taking the name that my domain expires May 25th.
Okay.
So I'm so excited to be on my own, and like the website's gonna have my art being accessible to purchase if you want it, the original or a print.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on clothing, right? Like t-shirts, sweaters, leggings.
Yeah, you should be selling your clothing like art.
Yeah.
And making like collections.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do collections and have the styles in it.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna be a yoga instructor. Like I'm pretty sure that's where my life is heading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be good with that because you're good at like talking and like speaking with people.
Yeah. We ain't rookies here.
Like 5 batteries.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, usually.
Passionate.
Yeah, you got it, right?
Rock on.
Sorry, so what were we
saying? What were we saying?
You were talking about
clothing?
your clothing line, collections.
Right.
Yeah.
Yoga.
Oh, yeah.
Yoga.
Yeah. Because at a certain point with yoga, you're gonna have to like speak with people. Like I know some guy, he's a yoga instructor, and sometimes he'll be on panels and like talks and stuff, and like that's where you do good.
Yeah, because like I need the social interaction.
Yeah, and
right?
building community.
Yeah, so I needed to save up because like the course, it's like a whole you go to kind of go to school for it in a way. It's like a course. It's like $32.50.
Oh yeah, he went to India and everything.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
I don't know. I think that's going to be in alignment. Like I've been saving a lot of money, and I counted it recently and was like, holy shit, I'm like more than halfway to, just doing this. Like, and like the course starts in September. So it's like,
so you'll make it for sure.
Yeah. Like the money part won't be a problem now. It's just, do you want to do it? And I think like, if you're like, for me, you can be a yoga instructor anywhere. If you get this, anywhere in the world, you can go and profit and connect. And you know what I mean? Like,
it's very true. You can travel.
I'm a very physical person. I love moving my body.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So the yoga that would be a cool aspect. But yeah, the website, selling arts.
Yep. Clothing.
Yeah, selling the clothing and the art.
And eventually it'll be like scheduling yoga or whatever. Maybe we'll see. Henna. I like doing henna tattoos.
Really?
Yes.
I want like a henna type of tattoo.
I'd love to give you one
at some point.
Yeah.
I actually want one. Up. I want one, and then like I wonder like, is it even possible? Like if I got like a henna tattoo, can a tattoo over it? Yeah, can they do that, or is that?
You know what? The only thing I would think is like, maybe they could like carbon paper it over, right?
Maybe
somehow, or like, because I don't know if like that would affect your skin. No. Actually, if it's a natural henna, like this is natural henna, it's from a plant.
Okay.
That wouldn't fuck you up.
Okay.
No, it's only the henna that's like a chemical based pigment that would, I wouldn't put that in your skin kind of thing.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. But if you do a natural henna, cool. You could go in and go, hey, trace it, baby. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of that.
Super cool.
Get a mushroom one. I really want like around here to be like henna, like around the mushroom.
That would look so good. Like a henna design.
Yeah. With like little mushroom heads like here or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be super cool.
Yeah, or like on the knuckles or something.
Yeah, I like this one. I like the mushrooms in it.
Yeah, right.
It's cool.
Because I asked him to do something on here, and like if you look, like that's what a mushroom looks like when it first starts growing.
Oh yeah.
That's what it looks like as it keeps growing. Wow. And then in my mind, this is like a little angel, and it's like holding up the mushroom that we see in the physical world.
That is so beautiful and deep.
So
I fucking am with you on this. Get it?
Yeah, it's
awesome.
Pretty cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, when I saw this guy do that, I was like, holy shit, man. I was so happy.
Yeah, look at the eye. Like, look how.
Yeah, he freehanded that. Like it was just completely blank, and he's like, I'm just gonna freehand it. I'm like, this what?
Eye. He draws eyes a lot, clearly, because like, wow.
Yeah, he just did it. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah.
Trust me.
Don't worry, man. That's what's up. We were in Hawaii, but he was from LA. He was like a real like Vato type from LA.
Oh my god.
Like, that's what's up, fool. What's going on?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, like,
I love
just
people.
like that. Like he was so cool.
Oh, I love people.
He was so sick. But like you could tell like he had a past, but like he had cleaned that past up, and like he was into psychedelics and like Terrence McKenna and Abraham Hicks.
Yeah.
He brought up at one point.
That's
like
beautiful.
Yeah, he was really like enlightened.
Yes.
So I was like, when I figured all that out, I was like, this guy has to do the tattoo.
Oh, that's so nice.
Again, I was trying to be all like structured. I was like, I need to see this guy. When does he come in? And like we were just randomly meeting, and like we talked for a while. And like my buddy who's upstairs, he was like, I'm getting my tattoo from this guy. I'm like, yeah, I think I gotta get mine from this guy too.
And that's the guy who did this.
Yeah, the best.
It's phenomenal. And
then as I was getting it done, like 8 other apprentices came in to like look at his work. Apparently, like he's like one of the best in like Honolulu.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, and I was talking to him. I really want to interview him again because he's actually what inspired this whole series.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, because I set up my camera and like filmed him doing it, and I was talking to him.
Cool.
But our conversation got too deep and into like certain things that we can't bring up. So
why not?
Oh, just because like he was going into his past, you know, past in LA. It's like gets pretty seedy. And
I
stuff.
see. Okay, now I get it.
For both of us, really, we were both bringing up our past things.
Yeah.
And, so we couldn't really talk about it, but it was such a good conversation.
Yeah.
And then I realized how much I love talking to people because I felt so good after. I was like, man,
I need to do more of this.
Yeah, I was so happy that like I met him and I got to talk to him for so long and like got that connection.
Yes.
Like it was just really important.
Makes life meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, so glad I did that.
Good for you. I'm realizing that too.
What?
Like just interaction with people is like it's about. It's what gives my life value.
Yeah. It makes zero sense to like walk by someone in the street and say nothing.
Right?
Like that's not how we're
Yeah,
wired
like
at all.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like exactly.
Yeah.
I don't even have to touch on that. Exactly. Exactly.
So what else when it comes to your art? The clothing. So the website's gonna be up by the end of the month. I always like to talk about like anything that I can give exposure to.
Thank you.
So the website will be up at the end of the month, and then you're thinking of selling like the art and clothing on there, and then eventually we'll move into like the spiritual,
because I'm big on that. Yeah. You can follow my Instagram to see when it's gonna be launched. The website, and it's Katie Lunny.
Yeah.
No space. With an underscore at the end, even though I'll probably pop up beforehand. It comes up Siren Goddess.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Check it out. Siren Goddess.
That's good.
If you want to talk about creativity, there's something about just like when I'm dancing and like the female energy and just like
the divine feminine.
The female body like is just to me so fucking beautiful, and so is the man's, but like just the boobs and like the stomach and the ass, like it's just like, and when you're dancing and like it's just like I just feel like a goddess. Like
True.
I'm just, there's like this inner thing. I think men probably have, I don't know, because I'm not a man, so I can't touch on that. I can only say for females, like I think we all have this like inner goddess, and like whatever inspires that. For me, it's like being in front of a crowd and dancing.
Really?
I love being in front of a crowd. That's that Leo thing.
And dancing?
Yes.
Wow.
Or like performing, singing, dancing, like basically like Beyonce, like just performing.
Really?
I feel like that. Yeah, I've always felt like that.
Sasha Fierce.
Pretty much.
That's who she becomes.
Yes.
On stage.
Yes. Definitely. I get lost.
Really?
I'm in a creative flow.
That's cool.
Stronger than I get in art, actually.
Really?
Yes.
When dancing?
Dancing.
Yeah, I guess because everything gets thrown into it. Yeah. Like your whole
art,
body, everything.
Yeah. It's like I'm in the music, and I'm just like, everything is, I don't think about anything, and I just dance.
It's like a moving meditation.
Yes, it is a moving meditation. Yeah. And like what inspired that was like music festivals and like Skrillex. I love Skrillex. I love his energy.
Yeah.
You feel it in his music, and like out of all the music I hear, nothing puts me in a better mood than listening to like a Skrillex live set where he's DJing at a music festival. I play that all the time. That's what got me through university.
You should look into him, because he's actually a really he's like a connected guy.
We're gonna connect. I know we are.
He's
because
like a really nice, really like I've
beautiful
seen like
person.
He's a really nice person.
I've met people who've met him, and they all say the same thing. They're just like, he's one of the nicest people.
Yeah.
Such a real down-to-earth person. Like one guy was like, he literally asked me to bum a coffee off me because he didn't have any money on him. I'm like, I love that. That's so cool. Like he's just so, I know, just the feeling I get from his from his music. I know that we are connected, like we think the same, or just like we're meant to cross paths eventually because we have something to give.
Yeah, you should look into him, like the way you told me, like I looked into Joe Rogan for your thing.
Yeah.
You should. I don't know, I've watched an interview with him. I thought it was really cool because like he's like explaining why he shaves half of his head, and he's like, so he can't hide his face because he's always been so insecure about it. Yeah. I was like, that's fucking amazing.
I know.
Like, what a nice guy.
I think he's so great. Like, just
I was like, holy shit.
What his music does for my life. Like, it literally at one point in university, I was in such a dark place that his music literally was like, when I couldn't feel my true self anymore, his music was like, right here. This is who you are. This happy girl, this is who you are.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
It's just so positive. I just like love the energy in his music.
Yeah.
So I went to his concert, and just the creative flow of my movement, that was like, woo. Yeah. That's what started it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And like ever after the music festival.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. I went there, and Skrillex was going there, and I was like, we're gonna meet. It didn't end up happening because I was too worried about meeting him that I know for a fact I blocked the opportunity. But something good happened. I met the owner of Ever After.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Gabriel Patrica.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's like family too to me.
Really?
Yeah. I'm Portuguese. He's Italian, so we instantly hit it off.
Are you Portuguese?
I am half Portuguese.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
Scottish, English, Irish. That's the white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
the white. That's why I'm not Italian, Portuguese. But I've been I've been friends with Gabriel ever since, and he has given me like a gig at his festival every year to do art.
Really?
During the festival.
That's
so
smart.
I get to like go where all the artists are and all that stuff, and like VIP parking or whatever. I don't know. I get to go. I literally enter the festival from like behind the stage kind of thing, and like come around, which is
you're the talent.
Thank you. Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, so it's gonna come together. Like it's all
true.
I'm in that.
So then,
kind of life.
So then you've already like done like shows and stuff like that. Like
pretty much, yeah.
What were you doing? Were you actually like painting like on location?
I was, yeah. Like they put up like 6 back-to-back panels, like wooden panels. Yeah. They were huge. They took all weekend like slaving away to finish them, to make a design, to make an end product. And we were painting it, me and my 2 other friends, Judy Krajic and Ben Simon. Like they're both artists, and we all did it together. And it was funny. People were like, oh, can we paint? And we're like, no, sorry. That's not what it's about. Sorry. You know, and yeah.
That's so
cute. Yeah,
can we paint?
Yeah. No. Everyone wanted to paint. I'm like, no. They're like, can you throw paint on us? I'm like, that I will do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. One guy had a Gucci shirt on. I'm like, dude, what about your Gucci shirt? He's like, fuck it, bro. I'm like, all right. So paint. I'm like, this isn't going to come off. He's like, whoa. Wow. Yeah. It was super fun.
Man, yeah, that's really cool.
Right? We're doing it again this year.
Just think, like, I think of like I've seen like certain Gucci shirts that are like black on black, like embroidered black. Yeah. And like, it would be so cool for you to like do your color thing on that logo and bright. Oh,
that's what I want. I want like embroidered design.
That'd be
like,
really cool. Yeah, you need it for that stuff that you're doing. Like, that would be the coolest thing.
Yeah.
That'd be the coolest thing. Even if it's not those direct pictures, just that style of everything.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like a headdress, like a native head. Like I've seen certain native headdresses that are like colorful like that.
That's so cool. Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
It's definitely like, I love being like never before seen kind of thing. Like I really, I like to offer something that you haven't seen before.
Yeah. 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 That's exactly what you have.
Yeah. That's my intention.
Yeah. Where did the K-Tay, or is it Katie?
It's K-Tay. It's one of my best friends, Brittany Bedore, when we played hockey together, girls hockey. Yeah. Shout out to girls hockey. Fucking phenomenal. You know? She'd always go, K-Tay.
Oh, okay.
K-Tay. And it just stuck.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, I didn't know what to call the art. So I was like, well, it's my style. So I'll just say K-Tay art.
I couldn't tell what it was.
I know.
Is that like a native word or
I know, right?
Like, what is this?
See, this is when I made the whole website and stuff when I wasn't sure about my art 100%. So it was like timid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now
That's
it's
really
different.
cool. That's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
I can't wait to see your stuff like more.
Thank you so much. I know I'm like in such a healthy mindset about it and believing in it. So I'm like so ready to just like, give it to the universe. And
that'd be really cool.
I'm fucking pumped. Like we were saying about directing, I've always like, I love singing, dancing, directing, design. I can see choreograph happening, like, you know, and I could totally see myself just directing all of this thing. Like it's going to form. Yeah, definitely. For sure. Yeah.
Definitely. I think the art's the biggest thing, especially that art, the whole black with the colors. Like, I think as we all do things, we like find a thing that's like good, like really good. Like as we evolve, like Picasso with the triangle era, you know, like I think that's what you just stumbled onto.
Oh,
like,
thank you so much.
You know,
you know, it's crazy. I didn't believe in it and I stopped doing it. And then recently I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I love doing that. And I got into it and it's just.
Yeah, I was going through all your pictures and I'm like, I really hope this didn't stop. I'm like, what is this stuff? I'm like, I hope this is like her stuff. I'm like,
it's all mine. Amazing. Yeah. You know what's hilarious? I would post it and I'd get like 27 likes and I'd be like, oh, clearly people don't really like it that much. You know what I mean? Seriously, I would think that. And clearly they're like getting annoyed because like, you know, other photos get like 60 and more likes.
Yeah.
Like, why don't I? Fuck it. I don't care now.
Yeah,
I'm putting it
cares?
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Doesn't define it.
Like we mentioned Gary Vee before, you know, like Gary Vee always says, and Gary Vee actually did with Wine Library, his first YouTube show, like full out for like 2 years before anybody even noticed.
Right.
You know, like you gotta, like if you love it, like just keep posting. Like,
Yeah.
who gives a shit?
Exactly.
Who looks at it?
Exactly.
With like these, like I don't even look at the comments or the likes or the views or anything for these.
It can really fuck up your vibration about it.
Yeah,
it can.
And plus, like I'm too busy being in it. Like I don't want to watch it. You know what I mean? I don't want to like be picking it apart like that from afar. I just want to.
That's not what it is for you.
Yeah, I want
the
to
creating
be
is
immersed in it.
Yes.
It's just like keep putting it out there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will. Thank you so much.
Yeah, 27 likes is fucking amazing.
Thank you. I know. Yeah, like that's too critical because actually that's pretty good. Like, come
Yeah.
on, you can't be that hard on yourself.
Yeah, especially after I show you what you're supposed to do and you post pictures, you'll get more likes.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You just need better hashtags. Need more hashtags.
Right.
It's the ecosystem of Instagram.
Hilarious.
It runs on hashtags.
Yeah.
So the more hashtags you have, the more you're in other people's explore section, and then other people are seeing you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, where you live, it's like they take everybody's data and everything. So right away, you're not close to
No
things.
way.
You're not close to Toronto.
Yeah.
So you should be hashtagging your stuff Toronto.
Oh, I
because
will. That's brilliant.
Who needs to see it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a good thing.
Because like, you know, they take your data and they're like, okay, she's in Blackstock. Show it to everybody around there.
Oh, they should spread it out a bit.
Right?
They really should.
That's what they do. But the hashtags are what help that happen.
Okay.
Right? So you can like make it so a lot of
Toronto
people
word.
can see
Yeah.
it.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to get myself out there. Like, you know, I'm over the whole like thing. Like,
yeah,
that's not important, but to get yourself out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I sell more paintings just from Instagram. People seeing it and messaging me like, is this available? Can I buy it?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I'm seeing that more and more.
it's awesome.
More and more people are selling things on Instagram
Yeah.
like that. And you should, because I mean, that's where you're primarily showing it. I mean, it's basically like your store almost. You know?
Yes. That's why I'm like, do I need a website? But I do. I want a website for everything.
You do.
And
You do.
for it to be more accessible.
Yeah. Just for certain people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
There's still people who are like, where's
Not
the
on
website?
Yeah. I want the whole thing. So yeah, it feels good too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Have that little accomplishment. And
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
That's really cool. What other, and do you have any other Instagrams at all for the art, or is it just?
No, I tend to like notice that when people spread their
me
energy out,
too.
it kind of dilutes it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I keep it all in one.
Yeah, I have one that's for standless media, and I don't even use it anymore because
Yeah.
I'm like, this is me, and like this
Yeah.
is what I'm doing, so it might as well just be. It's a personal thing. I'm like, fuck it, just keep it on my personal page.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Put all the energy and focus to it. Yeah.
yeah, just
For
in
real.
one place, and that's been much better actually.
Yeah.
Now that you bring that up,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
you're like my mirror to me.
Hey. Likewise.
In another universe, I'm Katie.
Right? Ah! You're just a white girl. I used to.
Not just a white girl. I'm a special white girl.
You're awesome. That's right. Thank you.
Man.
Likewise.
So how long's it been? Yeah, we're at 2 hours. I don't know. I guess we could wrap it up. I don't know. What else do you want to talk about? Is there anything that you want to say in terms of creativity, artists, people coming up, anything that you want? Like I always try to give like a little platform, a little podium time.
That's nice of you. Stop calling yourself down.
Mm-hmm.
Stop being hard on yourself. And self-love is a incremental journey.
Yeah.
Like, it takes time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You've been going so long, so hard in one direction for so long. To go the other way, if you do it real fast, it's hard on the contents of what's moving that back in the direction, like a train going one way and then having to. So just easy. If anything doesn't feel good when you think about it, let it go.
Yeah.
Like, let it go, and you'll start to just believe in yourself and feel better about your work. And I find it doesn't matter how hard you work, it's about how you feel about your work. Because, you know, I was working so hard and the results were puny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I started feeling better about myself.
Yeah.
And feeling better about my work and keeping it very personal, not feeling good because I won an award. I felt good just because it, you know.
Yeah.
then I started to get success in sales and meeting new people. So it's all about your feelings. So if you need to take time off to go smoke weed and hang out and figure out who you are, do it. Do anything that makes you feel better, and your life will start to come together.
Yeah.
That's my message. And if you're creative out there, all the power to you. I love you. Fucking rock on. Like, if you're authentic or you believe in being authentic and individual, all the power to you. We need you. We need the variety. Believe in yourself. You fucking rock. No one is you. That's your power. Everything you need to do. Narcissist. No, I'm kidding. Everything you need to do to genuinely feel better, do it. Because you deserve to feel better, and your life will turn around when you feel better. That is like the purest, best advice I can give, because I've lived it and I'm living it right now.
Amazing.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun.
Thank you.
Much love.
Later, guys.
Woo-woo. Bye.